calling all women ready to take control of their menopause journey. Sign up for our free webinar at hellohotflash.com/menopause-training and discover easy strategies for weight loss, better sleep, a renewed libido, and less stress. Say goodbye to overwhelm and hello to empowerment. Head over to hellohotflash.com/menopause-training and reserve your seat now. Spots are filling fast. Hey there, I'm Stephanie Shaw. Welcome to the Hello Hot Flash podcast, where midlife women can learn from guest experts and authors who discuss menopause and all that comes with this new chapter in our lives. Hello Hot Flash, where we learn to control the change and not let the change control us. Hey there, welcome to another episode of Hello Hot Flash. I'm your host, Stephanie Shaw, and as always, I'm here to help you control the midlife change. If you're listening to this episode of Hello Hot Flash, you're probably perimenopausal, postmenopausal, or at least you are concerned about one or both of them. I know from experience that this can feel overwhelming and frustrating. You're putting in the effort. You cut out the sugar, you joined the gym, you got rid of that friend that was dragging you down, but you still aren't seeing the results. You're doing all the things, but for whatever reason, you're still struggling with your weight. You still can't sleep at night. The hot flashes won't stop. Your libido is low and you are stressed out. I totally get it. Been there, done that, navigated my way through there, but I completely understand where you are. You're doing all of this stuff, but sometimes all of the stuff may not be exactly what you need. There may be some things that you are missing. So I'm going to give you 8 things that can serve as a checklist of potential mistakes, and I want you to think about each one and ask yourself if you're making that mistake. And if you are, I want to help you get back on track. All right. So the first reason you may not be seeing the results you want is that you may not be getting enough calories. If you're jumping from fat diet to a diet, or you're cutting carbs, or you're fasting 22 hours out of the day, if you're eliminating proteins, fats, or carbohydrates, you are not going to lose the weight and maintain a healthy body. So that's the first reason that you may not be getting the results that you want. The second reason or second mistake you may not be making, or that you may be making rather, is over exercising. So if you're working out 6 days per week, you're running marathons, you're benching 200 pounds, it's probably not what needs to happen, especially when you are struggling with hormone fluctuations. So again, the second mistake is you may be over exercising. The third mistake is that you are operating in a silo. When you don't have a community helping you when your mood is low, or when you don't know what the next step should be, or you don't quite understand even like what carbohydrates to eat or what fats or proteins to eat, operating in a silo is a mistake. And when you are confused about next steps, your mind can often wander and your thoughts become self-defeating. The fourth mistake is you do not have a self-care regimen. If you aren't taking time to do things that bring you joy, or you aren't saying no to things that get in the way of you living your best life, the stress will not go away. We talk about self-care a lot. I talk about it on the podcast, and I teach my clients how to find time to implement self-care. This was one of my largest struggles. I thought people who implemented self-care were selfish. I'm like, how do you have time to go to the movies alone? Or how do you have time to get a manicure or pedicure or go get your hair done? Everyone looks at self-care in a different way, and people were actually taking care of their own mental and physical health by doing that. And I thought that they were being selfish. I was very, very wrong. Self-care, or lack thereof, is a huge mistake when you are attempting to navigate menopause. The fifth mistake is not knowing how to advocate for yourself. I kind of always got this one right, but just saying. Again, the fifth mistake is not knowing how to advocate for yourself. I always encourage clients to jot down what is going on with you on a day-to-day basis and share that information with your doctor. So here's an example. This one, I don't think it's menopausal related, but I'm going to tell you what's going on in my body right now and how I'm getting the doctor to actually listen to me. So, personally, I've been feeling this pain in my big toe, especially when I wear heels, sometimes even flat shoes. So, what I started to do was, and I do it mentally, I don't actually write it down because I do it so frequently, but I started to mentally track when the pain was the greatest, what I had eaten that day, what shoes I had worn, and what activities I had participated in. I now have like the information to determine if I need to change my diet, see my primary care physician, go to a podiatrist, or go to a rheumatologist. Like I mapped all of this out so I would know which was the correct doctor to approach. And if either of these says, oh, it's probably just a little pain, or, oh, Stephanie, you're just getting a little older, I can say, then why is it when I eat XYZ, or why is it when I walk, do like race walking, or run, or why is it when I do wear these type of shoes that this happens? So when they may attempt to brush me off, I have some facts. So I'm able to advocate for myself. And this, I think, is really important when we're going through menopause, because what normally happens, at least with me and all the other women I've talked to, is every day is different. Like some days you'll have hot flashes, some days you'll have night sweats, some days you'll have the phantom smells, while it may be a month or two before you have the rapid heartbeat or the anxiety. So, because it's so different, it's important that you jot down the information so that when they potentially, he or she potentially tells you that, you're just aging, you can give proof and give them an example of when these things happen. And that helps them as well. So then they can go, oh, wait, every time you do this, this, and this happens. Let's figure out how to help you make some changes around this particular area. So, coming prepared to your doctor's appointments is super important. Knowing what triggers your hot flashes or when you are more likely to have that phantom smell, it gives you power. It's important that you feel comfortable sticking up for yourselves, especially when a doctor may tell you, oh, it's all just part of aging. All right. The sixth mistake. The sixth mistake is you not feeling confident. Someone approached me and told me that I wasn't feeling confident. And at first I'm like, huh, what? But in my mind, I actually was thinking that about myself as well. There was a particular situation that I wasn't being confident in. And not being confident in that situation was impacting how I was navigating menopause. So the sixth mistake that is often made is not feeling confident. You have to be bold and walk in confidence during this time period. If you're worrying about others' opinions, feeling anxious, shying away from challenges, allowing your doctors to dismiss you, or practicing negative self talk, I am not enough. I will never be enough. I will always have hot flashes. This is just who I am. I can never get better. Practicing any of that negative self talk, fear of failure, or even overthinking everything. Oh my gosh, I had a hot flash. That means I'm going to have a night sweat tonight, which means I'm going to end up taking extra medicine, which means like overthinking things, going down that rabbit hole. If any of those are coming up for you, you may be struggling with a lack of confidence. I don't want to put that label on you, but I'm just letting you know you may be struggling with a lack of confidence. And getting support, the support you need, will give you a new sense of freedom and help you build that confidence. And that happens a lot when we are in community. The seventh mistake, so we only have two more mistakes. The seventh mistake is that you're not supplementing your food. Now, I don't advocate for taking a ton of supplements all the time. There are times when I know that I'm deficient in something, and so I kind of, have my regimen and I take more at a certain period of time than I do other times. So again, I'm not advocating for always taking a ton of supplements, but there are seasons when your body is depleted that you need to supplement with high quality supplements. Do not go to a big box store and buy 300 vitamins for $9.99. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of energy. And you may actually be putting toxins in your body that are hurting you versus helping you. Again, the seventh mistake is not supplementing your food, but make sure that you're actually using high quality supplements. And why? Why do we need to do this? Especially, if you're eating fresh foods. It's because our foods, even fresh foods, aren't fresh often by the time we get them. Think they're often grown in another country or another part of the country. And by the time you get them, the nutritional value has decreased. A quality, even though I just said you may not be supplementing all the time, a quality multivitamin should be a part of your daily routine. So you're taking your quality multivitamin daily, but some of the other things you may be lacking, your zinc or your D or your B12, your niacin, your biotin, all of those other things, there may just be a point in time when you're doing more of those, but that quality multivitamin, yes, that should be part of your everyday routine. And the eighth mistake that you may be making is not understanding the root cause of your stress. This is huge. You may think it's your spouse or your job, but it may be that friend that is always competing with you. Sitting down and really mapping out in your mind or on a sheet of paper, what is the root cause? Why am I really stressed out? That is going to help you as you're navigating menopause. All right? This list was not meant to beat you up at all. It's just some of the things that we often don't think about where we feel like we're doing everything right. Like we're eliminating the sugar, we're exercising, we're doing what we need to do, but just something is just not clicking. There's a piece missing. And so those are the 8 mistakes or 8 pieces that I wanted to point out for you. And if you find yourself in one of those, hopefully you'll be able to hone in on that and do some work around it to help you navigate through this time of life. This is meant to help you stop and take an honest look at where you are, where you may be, and where there may be a few pieces missing to that final puzzle. I want to help you navigate menopause, and I believe the best place to start is with my free live webinar, Navigating Menopause. I created this so you can learn natural ways of supporting your mind and your body. It's for perimenopausal women who want to learn strategies that will help them lose weight, eliminate stress, sleep better, and get rid of the perimenopausal symptoms that are blocking you. If I would have had this information, I would not have gone to 18 different doctors, 2 world-renowned medical facilities, and spent $20,000 out of pocket on the overwhelming amount of symptoms that I had, like hot flashes, hair loss, twitching eyes, migraines, auras, cold hands and feet, and the list went on and on. Rapid heartbeat. I've lived what you are going through, and I would love to support you. I want you to join the live free webinar. You can sign up at hellohotflash.com, or you can go directly to the URL, hellohotflash.com/menopause-training, or you can click on the link in the show notes. Either one of those 3 things will get you to where you need to go. I want to thank you for your time and your attention. I hope this was helpful as always, and here's to your health. Calling all women ready to take control of their menopause journey. Sign up for our free webinar at hellohotflash.com/menopause-training and discover easy strategies for weight loss, better sleep, a renewed libido, and less stress. Say goodbye to overwhelm and hello to empowerment. Head over to hellohotflash.com/menopause-training and reserve your seat now. Spots are filling fast.